The convenience store near my house is where I first became aware of the problem. An overweight girl, maybe 10 years old, had just persuaded her mother to buy her a bag of potato chips and a Slurpee. It was 11:15 at night. After this, everywhere I went, I saw obese and overweight children. Walmart, the movie theater, church, everywhere I went. These are the words of First Lady Michelle Obama and her first experience of seeing the magnitude of childhood obesity in America. As future parents, it is essential that you know the facts about childhood obesity and the early onset signs to prevent them from happening to your children. New treatment plans have come out. They're drastic, but necessary. Early childhood obesity is a growing problem, making the need for strict treatments like early diet plans an effective treatment method. Early childhood obesity is a problem. That's something I feel we can all agree on. But with but the severity of many cases has grown, making the subject of controversy. I'm here today to explain to you why strict diet plans is the answer to many cases of early childhood obesity. This may seem like a rash way to handle this issue, but childhood obesity has not been getting better, but much worse. Childhood obesity has continued to be a growing problem and will continue to snowball in the amount of children it affects if not acknowledged. We all know what it's like to see a slightly overweight child, and most of us don't think twice about it. We think it's just baby fat or they'll grow out of it. But according to the American Council on Exercise in the September 26, 1997 in the CQ Researcher, kids are fatter and less fit as any previous generation. As you can see in this slide, in the mid-1960s and 1970s, an increase in 54% of children of 6 to 11 became obese, and from 39% in adolescents 12 to 17. Parents play the biggest role in developing a healthy lifestyle for their children. According to the Pediatric Academic Journal released in 2005, mothers with normal weight children, 1/4 of them, thought that their child was not eating enough food, and 44% of mothers with overweight or obese children thought that their child was eating just the right amount of food. This study shows that mothers tend not to be educated enough on proper portion sizes, and this can lead to a steady pattern of overeating and eventually to obesity. Children who are overweight are more likely to become overweight adults. After seeing the magnitude of childhood obesity problems, you can now see the drastic measures that must be taken to address this life-threatening problem. Parents who are knowledgeable about health and nutrition can reverse the early signs of childhood obesity. Strict diet plans in many childhood obesity cases can help save the lives of many of these children by teaching them portion control. The solution to childhood obesity is a balance between dieting and exercise. No one wants to put their child on a diet, but it is the best option of giving a child with an overeating problem a chance at living a healthy life. If a parent from an early age gives their child too much food, that child will then develop the want for more food than they need. In the April 2012 issue of Vogue, a New York mother describes her everyday battle of maintaining a healthy diet for her 7-year-old daughter. Dara Lynn Wise, the mother, has had her daughter, Bia, on this eating plan or diet since the age of 7. Dara Lynn states her daughter, complains of almost constantly being hungry. She can eat adult-sized food and still be hungry. Her preschool teacher notes that Bia does not know how to self-regulate at the snack table and continues nibbling long after her peers have run off to play. As a parent, it is our job to teach our children what they need to know, to be healthy adults. Part of this is taking situations like Dara Lynn and Bia's and controlling the portions that they have. Some people may say that putting children on strict diet plans may make their child have low self-confidence, be conscious of the weight, or feel fat for the rest of their lives, but this claim is inaccurate. Being a parent is a hard job. No one would dispute that. And with that hard job comes hard decisions. Choosing to prevent obesity and bad eating habits early in life will prevent a lifetime of health problems for the child as an adult. Dara Lynn states in Vogue, "My sisters turn up their nose at the small portions of highly processed junk food I let Bia have once a day. Most people, everyone supports the mission, but no one seems to approve of my methods. Making a child conscious of their eating is not something that is fun to do, but it's part of educating and meeting the needs of your children. Educating parents on portion and food control is the first step in controlling of childhood obesity, but the action that needs to be taken are much greater. Strict diet planning for a 6-year-old is not appealing, but it teaches from an early age how to prevent portion control. These strict diet plans consist of 3 steps. The first step is giving children healthy options so that they feel that they can choose what they want to eat. Giving the children healthy options like an apple instead of a cookie will help them learn the difference between foods that are good for them and foods that are bad for them. The second step is portion control. Children do not know how much they need to eat. A parent cannot leave it up to their child to let them know how much they want or need to eat. Giving the appropriate amount of food is equally important as what kind of food is given to the child. The last step is promoting exercise and activities. With the combination of these 3 steps, a parent is taking the health of their child into their own hands and educating them on how to be healthy eaters and people in the future. Now I have time for a few questions. Today we have looked at the growing problems of childhood obesity and the effects that it can have and the effects parents can have on it. And we've seen the solution is a strict diet plan, and we can all take part in the solution. Taylor LeBarn was a middle schooler who suffered from severe childhood obesity. On CNN.com, he said, "I was so large, I couldn't fit in the chair or desk. Every other student could. I couldn't fit my legs within the desk or fit my stomach between the chair without getting stuck." Imagine the pain that this caused Taylor. Do you want your children to suffer this immense humiliation that is completely preventable? Parents, a good parent wants what's best for their child and will take the hard road of managing their child's eating rather than the road more frequently traveled of giving their child everything they want. Needs come before wants, and it is the parent's job to draw the line between the two.